obviously, Light Fury, Night Fury, Nightlight. I think we got all the kids? No, I think we just have Nightlight. Alright, guys, so welcome to a new series. Welcome. This is going to be a mod review on the How to Train Your Dragon. I will have a link for it in the description. But anyways, let's get into it. So first thing first, these are all the dragons at the moment. I grabbed, Nightlight. So I just grabbed a couple of them out of the inventory. So with this mod pack, it has the Alpha Rise mod. So all that adds is a mossy Blackstone, snowy Blackstone, and then normal Blackstone. That's kind of all it adds, sadly. Fun part. All these crates are a type of dragon. So some of these are actually from the show, like Dragon Proof Egg Crate that can have. Actually, so let's go into before we open that. We have the mystery class that can give me any class egg. If opened, we have the shop class. We have the title class, so that's your water dragons. Track class, which I believe is the speed stingers. The stoker. I don't really know many. Whispering Death Nest, I honestly just threw it in there because, Whispering Death. Now, all of these have to be open with a Snow Wraith tooth. And the reason I have so many on the floor is because it only does for 3. As you can see from the Dragon Crest, we got a Rumblehorn. Now, we're not going to spawn that in just at the moment because I want to go over more. But all these would give me different dragons. Skrill? Oof. So yeah, those are just crates that have dragon types in them, and once you open them, they will give you a random dragon. It's gonna have a variant, like with this Rumblehorn, which I think it's friendly. I should probably turn on easy just right now. Okay, actually, so I think it is too cold. Oh, hold on, slash, yeah, hold on. There was one thing I forgot. So, for eggs to incubate, you actually need something for that would give it heat. So torches will work. I've tested this. So torches will work. It is okay in incubating. Now I'll get into how to check how long the incubation has left later on in the show. And we will be coming back to these dragon heads. We will. Don't worry. Okay, these are the interesting ones. These are bamboo spikes. These come from different mods, but these ones specifically are made for this How to Train Your Dragon mod. That gave me toxicity. So that is what would obviously in the show poison dragons, all that. So now this one that just gives me blue Oilander. So if I remember correctly, this should just be like a numbing, and then this one I think is refined dragon root. So this would make the dragons go crazy. So those are just the 3 that actually go with this. There's a lot more spikes in this mod pack, but I only grabbed the 3 that actually went with it. Now this is an interesting one. This whole line here. So these lenses I used to get this dragon eye. Well, not you. Well, they are used, but if you've seen the Ride Island, oh god, I have it on my computer. I forgot the name of it, but the Island Ride a bit. If you've seen, if you've seen that series, that's how they find where dragons are and all that. So that's cool that they added it. So I believe this mod is still being updated. So the Dragonflight Suit 1 is basically just the Elytra, and then flying is. Ugh. Flying isn't that fun, but this is pretty much just the Elytra. It's just reskin. Still cool. Now, the staffs. So, this is Hiccup's mother's staff. Doesn't really do anything. It does have a 5.5 attack damage, which is pretty good. Goth's staff. I think this is the old lady, I think. It's been a minute since I've watched How to Train Your Dragon. So this staff is way stronger than this one. This is only 5.5 attack damage. This is a 8 attack damage. So if you're looking for weapons, there will be more. These are just some of the main ones I wanted to bring up. Well, not the main ones, well, actually kind of the main ones. Now these. All of this is dragon proof. So dragons can't break it, they can't melt it, they can't do any of it. Now, as you can see, this one says dragon proof metal block. This one's a damaged one. There's not really a whole lot difference besides the gash in it. That's about it. And all this does have different variants. So this is the damage metal bar. This is the normal metal bar. Normal fence gate opens. It sounds like wood fence gate. I don't know why. Metal wall, so you can make a nice little cage for your dragon if you need to. Normal. Now, this is all kind of the boring stuff, the build blocks. If you like building, you like it, but you know, I'm not much of a builder. I like collecting stuff. Over here is the interesting stuff. So this is the Dragon Hunter set. So it does roughly chainmail. So it's not that good. Dragons will attack you. But dragons will attack you no matter what. If you are wearing armor around them, they will come and kill you. Because most of the time when you want to tame them, you can't wear armor. Or have weapons out. So they also do have dragon scale armor. For the Light Fury. So this is the Light Fury set. So this is the back of it. Looks pretty nice, pretty snazzy. This is the front. Doesn't really look like a whole lot. So we're just gonna put this back. It doesn't. It gives netherite level, but this set has a lot more armor toughness. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, as it says, drain scale boots, but it says it's Light Fury. I will show you, bro. This is obviously Night Fury. As you can see, they do the same amount of armor, but this set gives you fire resistance, which is pretty cool. To craft these, I'm pretty sure you need this hold up. Yeah, so this is the craft recipe for the chest piece. Helmet's roughly the same. Pants are the same. And it's kind of funny. This set does the same amount as Netherite, But it starts off with leather armor, just kind of, kind of funny to think about it. Which I do like this set a lot. I do like this set, but I'm not I wouldn't use it personally. This is the Dragon Hunter set, so I don't think it gives any set bonuses. No, it doesn't. It honestly just looks like it looks like I got it out of the trash. It looks banged up and everything. It doesn't look that good. Let's be honest. All right, time for probably the most interesting one. Well, to me, it's the most interesting. The flight suit. So if you put it on, it does one bar less than Matt's bar, which is fine. Let's just do /give real quick myself. I need 64. So with the flight suit, you don't need this one, the Dragonfly 1. You don't need it. You actually just need, it's built into the chest pad. It's basically a built-in Elytra. I think this is probably one of the coolest things about this mod is the flight suit, because who wouldn't wanna, you don't really have to go to the nether, or go to the nether. You don't really have to go to the end for an Elytra. You can just build this, which I love about it. I will show you the flying a bit. The flying is kind of what is gonna trip me out a little bit. Yep, so it's just like normal flight, but it's just the camera that makes it look weird. So that's the flight suit. I will show you how you can craft the flight suit, or just the chest piece of it. The chest piece is probably the hardest part to craft, or it's one of the parts of, it takes more than just the usual stuff to craft, which I will. So in this item frame, these are all item frames. This is the Inferno. If you don't know what the Inferno is, it's Hiccup's sword. So it's basically just a fire blade. Now, you can't if you don't shift, you can't retract it, but when you shift, you gotta right click twice and it retracts away. Shields, these are all different kinds of shields. Field class shields, so these ones are ground lion shields. So these are from two different mods. So this version's of the Inferno Sword, not bad. It's still the same way to close it. Right click. That's right click to open it. Then Vedo's Dragon's Blade. It's basically just another flame sword. It does 7 attack damage. It does 7 attack damage, which I think this one does too. No. Yes. So both of these swords do the same attack damage. Now these is going to be some of the more interesting weapons I wanted to look into. So this is Vego's. Oh my god, I can't speak. Vego's sword. This does 11 attack damage. And to put that into perspective here, a netherite sword only does 8. So this sword does 3 more damage. So it is really good. Dragon Blade, it's basically just not a flame sword. But except for this one, you don't have to right click, which is interesting. Actually, do I have to right click? No. So for some reason, it's just this one that I have to shift right click to close it. I don't know if you know what the Dragon Blade caster is. A canister. This is like just for the fire. This is Bone Hook. 8 attack damage, and then it's really quick. Like it's very quick. It's not the range isn't bad. 2.1 attack range. It's not bad at all, but I wouldn't really use it. It's all about, what you want to use. So now we're getting into kind of some basic weaponry. These are just all Dragon Hunter stuff, so they all do lots of damage. This does 12, which is better than Vedo's sword. It's very surprising. I didn't think these are... So all these should... Yeah, you need Dragon-proof metal iron, and this is how you craft it. Very expensive to craft. But I guess that made sense why... It made sense why all this does insane brutal damage. So we have a mace, we have a flail mace. We have a battle axe, or well, double axe. It's battle axe, double axe, you can call it whatever. Dragon Hunter sword, pickaxe, and then we have Stoat's axe. If you don't know who you gotta know who Stoat is. Hiccup's father. I'll show you a little preview of how this. I don't know why my body looking like that, but yeah. I don't think does it have a right click? No. It does 13 attack damage, which is better than any weapon that I just showed you. So this is by far one of the best weapons on here, and then the mace, and then the sword. Now we're getting over to miscellaneous stuff. The rune. This is used to purchase stuff from Trader Johann, which I will show later. And then look over to the Dragon Nip. So Dragon Nip is used to relax dragons. So if you are being attacked, if you hit it with Dragon Nip, it will mellow out and you will lose aggro. And then you can just go away or do whatever. These two things I will show for later. Those are more for later. Then we have all these spears. Whispering Death Spear does 7 attack damage. I think they all do 7, right? Oh no. The Razor Whip does 8 attack damage. Deadly Natter does 6. Deadly Gale Slash does 6. This one, the Graves Nappa does 11. And then Screaming Death does 13. So Screaming Death Spear does the same as Stoat's Axe. And this is something I just threw in to show off. Explodes on impact, so you just throw it and it blows up. It's like throwable TNT. I don't really think it does a whole lot of damage. Okay, no. I was wrong. It actually does do some damage. What the? Alright. Wait. So these... Why are they so low on HP? I think I accidentally hit this one when I was trying to set stuff up. So these are all Trader Johan NPCs. They're just reskinned wanted traders. But every now and then they will have overall they will have these roughly the same trades, and then usually they'll have like stuff for runes. Runes are these, so standard trade. You put it in, you get the blade. There you go. Now they can all sell different items. Like this one sells Jordanson ceremonial at. It does the same as Stoics. The attack speed is low on it, which is fine. Then this does click to. This weapon doesn't address dragons. Okay, so yeah, some of these weapons will not aggro dragons, which is very nice. Which I believe the Dragon Blade does it, and I think this. Yeah, so both Dragon Blades will not gain aggro. But as you can see, normal wandering trader stuff, and then they'll sometimes testing this out. It's like majority of the time you will get a trade for some sort of. You get a trade for some sort of item or weapon from How to Train Your Dragon, so don't really worry about that too much. These are your butts. So this doesn't really matter. This isn't for that's not for this mod. Well, it is for this mod, just not fully for it. The Dray Manual. Now, do not worry, you will spawn in with this. But here it just goes over all the classes, what is needed to breed them, what's needed to tame them, and the tame requirements. As you can see, no handheld tools / weapons to tame this big man. All drains are different. So some of these are more annoying. If we go to no, not him. Those untamable. Which is kind of sad. I kind of want to tame that guy. He's friendly. A bewildebeest. So the bewildebeest, if you didn't know, is a very big creature. There's two different versions for this. So if we go back, there's two different versions: the Titan and Dragos version, which is the evil one. Each say different. So if you want Dragos, you gotta give it raw beef. If you want the Titan version, the savior one, you need glowberries and raw salmon, and then you'll get the friendlier one. Now, on the next page, this is all information. This just tells you where you can find them. Hunter's Town. So, this does right here. This is just a code. Well, a summon code for it. So that's fine. So Staldrin, which is one of my favorite dragons. I don't know why I just like Staldrin. He seems like a cool dragon. The blue oleander, which is a flower, you need that. But as you can see, tame requirements of violence. Reduce. You have to damage this dragon to under 25% HP. Which I really feel bad about that. That I don't want to beat up these dragons. I don't wanna. But so some of these type of dragons, so we'll just put those for the book. Put those back. Now this is all of the stuff you will need to tame them, because some dragons do require you to have potion effects. So that's why I have all this ale. If you want the light fear, you have to do night vision, which I believe is drowned ale. I believe so. No. But Jamie Naja. Was a night. My bad. I'm stupid. It's night range. Or range. Yeah. See. Night vision. Now, the reason I have a stick here is because I was going to tell you how to. Uh-oh. I think our friend hatched. Oh. Hey, bud. So, if you right-click with the stick, it will tell you what the taming is. And then it will also tell you... I need the torch. I forgot this. But it will... So if you right-click the egg, it will now have a... It'll show how much percent it is. It will be going up. Well, I was gonna want to tame him, but I guess he doesn't want to be tamed. So I will show you how to tame Drain once I'm done with the rest of this. I forgot. This was going to be to show some crafting, but this is the crafting recipe for the flight chest piece, or the flight suit. So you need 2 fireproof adhesive, 1 Bronco steel, 2 flight membrane, 1 flight suit fin, and then 2 pieces of leather. That will give you the flight suit. Now all this here, as you can see, it says Dragon Rooted Dead. I believe that gives... I know it gives them an effect, I just forgot what. But this stuff up top, you can mine. Because I think I have to fight some of these dragons. Do I have a Staldron? I don't have a Staldron? What? Fine, we'll go with the Skrill. Now, the Skrill is a strike class. So let's go see what we need for that. Strike class, Skrill Cutter. I think all Skrills, yeah, you have to damage them. You gotta reduce the HP. So we need raw cod salmon. Okay. We'll do the raw salmon. Do I have to... Wait, can he spawn? Oh, he can. As you can see, this is a Skrill. He's giving me shock therapy. It's very wonderful. as you can see, he does gain resistance and strength. So you got him below 25, so that should be good. Now you can see he kind of like backed off. Now he's like, tired. As you can feed him with the fish. Let's see the stick. He's 28% tamed. Little. Okay, sometimes the hitboxes are a little wonky at where to feed them. 36%. I think it does take a couple seconds, so... Hello? He won't take cooked cod. They only take the raw stuff. So, 40%. It is different for how many fish each dragon takes, depending on the kind of dragon it is. So the Skrill will probably take more, which is always fine. The Skrill is a stronger dragon. What are we at? 60%. Now you will need a saddle for these guys, so slash give me just give myself a saddle. I will show you what will happen if you don't wear a saddle versus when you do wear a saddle. Just do be careful, because if you try loading in stuff too quick, I don't know if it's just my PC, but if you load stuff in too quick, it has a chance to crash a game. Which, I mean, it doesn't really happen often to me. But as you can see, he is 100% tame now. So if I wait for him to regen, there he is. So as you can see, what? There we go. As you can see, I can fly him around. It does give me 2 achievements, the best friend forever, which you usually get for taming animals, and then the striker class. Now, the reason you need a saddle is because when you go high up, as you can see, you get thrown off. And then the Skrill is over there. So that is why you need the saddle, because he can throw you off. You put on saddle. There we go. Now we can fly him around. Like, fly him around because we own him now. So now, with the stick, you can right-click him to sit, follow you, or is wandering, or, yeah. So, this is him sitting. Look at my good boy. Good boy. Good boy, dragon. Good boy, Skrill. Do give me a name for my Skrill. He looks very, very nice. Here you go. Good boy. Now, I will show you... I'll show you these 2 items. So, the Thunderhorn is able to dismiss and recall Ryder's dragon. So, if I think I need a Ryder. But the Dragon Whistle... Okay, so this will just command all... This is just commanding all dragons to sit. So if I were to have him follow me, he's sitting now. So this has a range. It has a range of 64. So, 64 for the range. We'll do a triple strike actually. So, as you can see, yeah, he he doesn't really... Oh, I'll show you what happens once you kill a dragon. I know people probably want to see this. So first, you get the achievement, War Between Viking and Dragons, Dragon Hunter. But then, you'll notice... Give me... Minecraft milk. So we have the fire res, but then we also have this dragon blood scent. And as you can see with the X's, even if I take milk, I cannot get rid of it. So this is what happens when, as you see, I can't ride my dragon because the stench of dragon blood still lingers on you. So you can't get rid of this, but with milk, you can't get rid of anything. You have to wait 30 minutes to get rid of it. So safe to say, if you don't really want a dragon, kill him. If you do want a dragon, obviously don't kill him. But I think for now that's kinda everything I wanted to show for this mod.